Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm currently at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. Today I'll continue reading from my guru's book, which is Peace, a compilation of short teachings by Sam Rinpoche. And it will be on part 2, Peace Comes, chapter 6, which is page 58. Before that, I will go to a picture to share with you. A nice scenery, the tranquility that exudes the peace that comes within. Okay, chapter 6, page 58. With real giving. Being consistent is a form of giving that is extremely beneficial. It is a very, very big part of giving. When we think about the people we cherish the most, such as friends, uncles, aunts, brothers and sisters, our dear mothers and wonderful fathers, we treasure them tremendously, and they are the most beautiful people in the world to us. But treasuring them tremendously does not automatically equate to them having superior wisdom. They may have intelligence, knowledge, and worldly streetwise know-how, but that does not equate to wisdom. Our love for someone and their kindness to us does not equate to them having superior wisdom or the wisdom of a Buddha. So we do things out of love for them. That could be wrong. It may be good immediately, but it could be damaging to them in the long term. What we should do is to skillfully learn the Dharma and bring Dharma to them through our actions, not merely through our explanations. Sometimes when we have been in Dharma for a few years, we start trying to explain things to people who are older, more educated and experienced. They may feel like we are treating them like a child because they are used to seeing us in a childlike position. So even if we gain more wisdom and we start talking to them, it may not be beneficial immediately. However, we can bring Dharma to our friends, our children, people we love, and people who have been very kind to us by acting in accordance with the Dharma. You may wonder how you can practice deep and profound Dharma at this level immediately. To act in accordance with the Dharma is very, very simple. Deep and profound Dharma is not tantras or deities wearing ornaments of the gods or pendants, giving away millions of dollars and gifts. Giving is not a big deal. When you look at the world, a lot of movie stars make it big because they gave something and they got something back. If you are a beautiful woman in a big cosmopolitan city, for example, you will probably make it. You have given something so that they will give you something back. That is not real giving. That is actually based on self-grasping. Giving is not based on one's wealth. Never use your financial position as a basis for giving, or whether you can or cannot give. If you equate that with giving, you are absolutely 100% wrong. There are many, many ways to give that are far more superior than giving such money. But we should not use that as an excuse for being miserly and stingy either, or because we simply do not wish to give. We must not let our mind games win. Real giving is very, very different. Real giving is not determined by people who give or who receive, or how or where the giving is done. Real giving cannot be judged. Real giving cannot be fathomed. Real giving has benefits for the giver and the recipients, and the benefits are not short term. They are long term and extend into many future lives. If it is totally correct from the beginning, that action of giving returns and never stops until you become a fully enlightened Buddha. A mother giving her child an education in school is not really giving, although I know that it's a little shocking for all of you to hear. It is a form of giving, but it is not real giving. It is an attachment where the mother thinks, me, mine, my child, I want. If you really care about people, why do you select your own child? I'm not trying to break values, to tell you to stop educating your children. I'm giving you the truth. You should continue to give to and take care of your loved ones, but do not equate that completely with real giving. There are many, many levels to giving, and on an outer level and an inner level. Being consistent is a form of giving that is extremely beneficial. It is a very, very big part of giving. Consistency is when you say you are going to do something and you do it. You continue to do it and you see it through to the end. You benefit the people around you and the people you love. Saying that you are going to take on a project and finish it and you do it is giving. If you volunteer for certain activities in the Dharma Center, you do them, finish them, continue to do them, and don't do them just to please people, then that is giving. This is a kind of giving where you give people confidence about you. You give yourself confidence. You rehabituate yourself to be something different. Giving is very, very profound. If you give consistently, whether it is to sweep your house for your partner or to sweep the Dharma Center, and you do it without being chased, watched, and told, that is giving. You are giving so much because when someone depends on you and you give to them, it helps other people who depend on them, and the other people who depend on them, etc. You are giving and it spreads. For example, I might promise a friend that I will give him a lift to work every Tuesday. I should do it every week and not make any lame excuses. If for any reason I cannot give him a lift, I should make other arrangements and inform him. You see, he may have made other arrangements, such as letting his parents use his car for that day, or not asking his other friends to give him a lift, or saving some money from petrol so that he can put his savings towards a new Buddha statue. It affects a lot of people. Actually, we are already being consistent all the time. We assess ourselves every day. If we are movie stars or fashion models, we assess our physical appearance. If we are real estate agents, we assess ourselves and our knowledge of the area. If we are kings or queens, we assess ourselves constantly based on what the public thinks of us, whether we are dressed right, what we should do, what our etiquette should be. We are already doing that all the time. Don't think of that as anything different from the Dharma. Don't make Dharma different from your normal life. Dharma is not different from your normal life. Dharma is life. When we give, it doesn't have to be money. It can be a very deep type of giving, inner giving. Giving is consistency. Love comes from consistency. Consistency is if you say you are going to do it, you do it. We all have bad days and ugly days, but we can't use that over and over again to be in a bad mood, to be unreliable, nasty, ugly, mean, and rude, and spread that to others. They may always forgive us, but can we forgive ourselves? And when we forgive ourselves, will people still be around? Don't tell me you don't have money. You couldn't have reached this stage of life if you didn't. Don't tell me that when you get $1 million, you will do this and that. If it isn't going to happen, it isn't going to happen. If you don't have the right attitude now, you won't have it later when the money comes either. And even if the money does come, you are going to have plenty of other things to do with it. Don't say that you don't have the financial means or material capabilities to be consistent, to love the people around you, and to show them that you love them. There are many people who don't have material support, but are very happy with others around them. To be consistent with whatever you do and to break away from the negative habits that you have is very, very, very important. If you have a Dharma motivation and you think, I want to make the center grow, I'm going to be consistently kind. I'm not going to raise my voice. I'm going to clean. I'm going to sweep. I'm going to make offerings. I'm not going to complain. And you make a commitment to the Buddhas, to your teacher, to yourself, and you do it consistently. That is Dharma practice. If you want to please the Buddhas, your lamas, your Dharma brothers and sisters, and if you want to die with confidence, you need to practice consistency. That is New Age. That is Buddhism. That is life. That is true. That appeals to everyone all over. If you want to view it from a Buddhist perspective of consistency, then you are a Buddhist practitioner. If you want to do it from the standpoint of your love for someone, that is true love. If you want to do it as a means of self-improvement, it is self-improvement. Giving starts this moment with your mind breaking its habituations. Having these habituations is not evil. None of us are evil. It is the cultural programming which we have received throughout our lives from very strong cultures such as the Chinese, European, and American cultures, where money, family, education, and status, etc., are highly valued. We can turn these things around to be used for even bigger things. The attitude is there. It is how we use this attitude for bigger things to benefit ourselves and others. So, Dharma practice starts now. Don't take on 20 commitments. Just take on 2 or 3. And don't swear to the whole planet, to all sentient beings, that we are going to do this. We are not Kuan Yin. Let's accept that. What I accept instead is, I am Sam Rinpoche, and I have limited mental capabilities and limited consistency, but I will make it grow. The goal of life is to be happy. Don't even talk about enlightenment yet, because you will have excuses about that too. You say, I don't have to worry about that. That's too far away. Don't worry about me. That's fine. I agree with you at this moment. But what about your parents, your loved ones, your husband, your wife, your children, and your friends? What about you loving them and showing it? You can do this by being consistent. So, if you make a promise to your parents, do it. Do it at all costs, at the cost of yourself, your interactions with friends, your own pleasures, and your time. Do it. If it is a promise to your daughter or your son, do it. If it is a promise to your clients and friends, do it. If it is a superior promise to a Dharma center, do it. And do it consistently. Being consistent is extremely important. Being consistent to our loved ones is very important. When we develop that, it extends to other people. On a higher level, we may feel helpless about helping other beings, knowing that we cannot do anything directly for them now. But we can start by being consistent and keeping our promises at the cost of our lives. I don't mean to be that dramatic, but that's how much effort we should put into our practice. We should be consistent with whatever we are doing to help people and with whatever promises we have made. I will give you a very superior Yidam, an excellent secret tantric practice. Never make people chase you. Never let people remind you. That is the highest tantric deity practice. That is better than Tsongkhapas, Vajrayoginis, or Zambala's practices. Never let people chase you in any way, shape, or form. Don't wait for someone to remind you. Let's not even talk about the pain you have created for another mind. The minute you let someone remind you, you let yourself loose, because you rehabituate that negativity, and the negative attitude in you becomes stronger. Why would you want to do that? It only creates more unhappiness. How long do you think the people you love can last with you and the way you talk? They may love you, but they may not want to be with you. They may care for you, but they may not want to live with you or stand you. They may help you for the rest of your life and always be there for you, but they cannot physically be with you because you create a lot of pain for yourself and it hurts them. You will attract your own kind. Look around you at the friends you have, at the people around you and their level, and you will know what you are attracting. If you are around people who cheat you, that is what you are attracting, and that is the energy you are sending out. If you are consistently around people who are moody and down, and who don't want to do or accomplish anything, you need to think if maybe that is you, and if that is what you are attracting. If you are attracting that negative energy, sour faces, scolding, people ignoring you, we have to think, yes, I am getting that. They are doing that to me, but am I doing that too? Don't just sit there justifying and explaining back and forth. Do something about it. And with that, I will end my sharing session for today. And I do hope that you'll go back to the few chapters before that and from the start where the piece begins. So this is actually from part 2, which is Peace Comes. So thank you for sharing your time with me, and I will be sharing more from the book and hope that you will join me and listen to my sharing. Thank you. Before I end that, let me do a dedication in Tibetan. Jangju Sencho Rinpoche, Maki Panam Geishi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewashu, Tony Toa Rinpoche, Maki Panam Geishi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewashu, Dasujini Sapagi Wadi, Tantantro Aguna Kapadang, Jepa Jesu no Santrapai, Tamping Imporendu Sa Se Sho, Gewa Kuntu Yanda Lamadan, Drami Choki Panalan Chochi, Sadam Dangi Yaterasone, Doji Changi Ngopangatus, Gewa Di Yududa, Lamasang Yudrione, Drewa Chikia Malupa, De Sala Gopasho, Joki Gaposungapa, Josunampa Bewala, Geki Samasi Wadang, Tunki Malu Sawasho. Dadam Songi Dusunda, Drewa Songi Latene, Gewa Losantrapai, Tampa Yuriva, Gyushi, Ni Modele Sendele, Ni Mingunyan Deleshi, Ni Sintatu Delepel, Kunchusungi Jingilo, Kunchusungi Ngodruso, Kunchusungi Trasesho. Jesu lama kusen ratu rap ching ching nam ka trini cho chu ke padang lo sam tempe dro me sap sungi dro e mun sa ta to ne gi shi ga we ra we ko e shin kam den ben dan de o ma lu gyo ne charen se wan ten sing ga so yi sha pe shi re ba du den gi shi hom tom pe ngo tru ma lu pa den de da la sa du so ko dan den pa long chat na he pa so shuk ten sell. Thank you again for sharing your time with me.